sunshine, the sunshine.
Today, we're in New York City, and this is our very subjective pizza tour. As a former New Yorker, I've taken it for granted way too often. It's really hard to find pizza comparable to here. My friends and I decided to try some of the most famous spots in New York City. The list isn't perfect. 5 grown men, 1 Sunday, 0 expertise. Here we go.
Oh, what? John's and Bleeckers. I would give this a 7-2.
I'll give it a solid 6.8.
Yeah, I'm going to go with them and give it a 6.7.
This is Jeff. He goes by Jeffrey sometimes, even though that's not his real name. He likes to make things hard just for the fun of it. The father and the child. Loving, considerate, with a touch of floating in his own orbit. While the rest of us on the planet use a scale out of 10, he's the only guy that uses a 1 to 3. Also, the guy that'll start looking at the menu while the waiter takes everyone's order. He is grace in human form. He gives unlimited, but he needs it too.
1, 2, 3 scale. Let me break it down. Here we go. So let's see. For the dough, I give it like a 2. The marinara, a 1. And the cheese is pretty good. I'll give the cheese like a 2.5. So when you do the math, it's like what?
That's a 4.5.
Yeah, the math doesn't add up. That's why I said to go with the 3 scale.
Honestly, I think it's like a little above average for this class of pizza. Probably a 5.2 because the marinara is not good. 5.2. 6.8. 6.8? 6.7. And we had 5.8, right?
You used the wrong scale on us.
All right. My honest number from the beginning was 7.2, but there's a lot better places here. Stop one, and now we're on to the next.
Then there's Robin, the gold standard, the punctual, the reliable, aka the real dad of the bunch, the driver. Probably the only reason this tour even happened. The guy who says, we should link soon, and actually means it. He values friendship. If he knows something matters to someone else, he'll make it his mission. When I'm around this guy, I can shut off my brain and know he's got it all figured out. But if New York City Rush was a person, it's him. Mr. Guys, what's the next move? Every 5 minutes. Which is fair. He's a dad now, so every second matters. I like to mess around with him a lot.
It was more expensive than the other ones, if that makes you feel better. The other options were like Jose, which was like 260. This was like 320. Or like 3. Say loud.
He would not wait.
Like actually, he wouldn't care.
Yeah.
No, he would care. He would,
Absolutely.
deep down inside, he would say he wouldn't care, but he probably cared inside. He should just advertise. He should be like, hey guys, come get a drink while you're online, you know? Half off tequila.
You should tell him.
We already started drinking. Do you care that we drink?
Hey?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop doing that.
All right, cheers, guys.
This is Joe's Tea. Not sponsored, but sponsor your boy, you know?
Next, you have Christian, your favorite comedian's favorite comedian. And he doesn't even try. Every other sentence could be a quote. Sometimes it makes sense, and other times it really doesn't. But all of it makes you think. Also, if you see me censor a lot of things he says, there's a pretty good reason for it. And you'll probably see a bunch of them. An endless ranter, a philosopher. He's always down for everything, at any time, always. Functions on 3 hours of sleep. I really don't know how he does it. And that's his love language. He shows up, even when he probably shouldn't, for the sake of his sanity.
Yeah, this shit slaps. I don't care. I'm too busy getting chases from
I said he would care, but he wouldn't say anything.
Who makes DC, bro? No one wants it. No one fucking wants it. You know what I was thinking? You know how like I was crazy with my friends back in the day? Imagine if we had TikTok and shit like back then. Yeah, like Twitch and like streaming and shit. Dude, we'd be millionaires right now. I think about that shit.
We missed by 3 hours.
I wasn't. Dude, we were going to Bridgeview jumping in the fountain for fun.
You know, YouTube was a thing back then.
I was shotgunning Four Locos on a random Tuesday.
Snapchat was there. We
Snapchat
access the access to cameras.
Snapchat is like TikTok, man. They're all the same shit.
They weren't sending pigs, you know.
Hey Rob, anything you want to be with your friend?
Get going, right?
Only waited 3 months to be with friends.
You really?
We want a public apology.
About now that I'm leaving the insurance. That's what I'm drinking.
The only thing you're gonna get? Alright. The key to getting a real, true, authentic experience, you gotta get a pie, because they make it fresh and for you guys. You get a slice, they're just gonna reheat some old garbage from the other day. Gotta get a real pie. Nixon 6.
What he said.
And finally, here's Genove, aka Bigfoot. Not because he actually has a big foot, but because of the rare sightings. Just like me. But when he appears, he's all in. The guy who'll show up unannounced, with a bottle in one hand, food in the other, and his heart on his sleeve. Also the guy that gave me my first beer, Steel Reserve. Disgusting. He's probably the closest person we have to being an actual food critic. Gave critique and in-depth analysis, a lot of which I missed because my arms are tired from filming. Also, do not stand next to him when hot oil is nearby. You'll soon see why. He took the blame for the spill on my shirt, but Mr. Jupiter over here was the real criminal.
Looks like too much. I don't know. We'll find out.
It's more hot pepper. That looks like the same thing. That's the same thing. Same thing.
No, this
Cut off. That was my need to get one shooter of whiskey. Wait,
No. Look for right here.
where does you mean?
Look for right there. We don't need the noises.
If it don't got the grease strip, it ain't for me.
Right? Like go from a pepperoni to this and that this.
Hold on.
Right.
Someone's there? Ah, there we go. Seven. An exact 7. Yeah. It's a little too saucy for me. Saucy. Yeah, saucy. A little too saucy. I don't like too much sauce. The sauce tasted good, but it just was too much of it. I'm sorry, is it not good enough for you?
I give Lindustry 8.6. I'm up there on this.
My name's Evelyn. I'm from LA. I'm giving this pizza a 7.5.
Is there better pizza in LA?
No, actually, I had a pizza back on like 50th Street, Don Antonio, and it was bomb. Like the dough was like puffy on the bottom, and I would really recommend that one.
I'd have to give this an 8.8. It's very good. 8.8. It's hitting all the spots that I want in a pizza.
On my 3 scale, let's see. I'm gonna give it a good. The crust was 3. The crust and the dough was 3. Cheese was also 3. The sauce out of 10, I'm gonna give it like a 7.5.
He's blurry.
So my number for this is 7.8. For the margarita slice, I think it's 7.8. Do want to do the burrata though.
Burrata was good, but the margarita was definitely better.
What would you give a burrata?
Burrata probably like a 7, even 7.
Spicy pepperoni, I'd probably give it like a 7.4, 7.5.
The spicy pep, 7.1. Wasn't spicy enough for you, boy. This was spicier. This might be the most fucking fire made in hell. Jeez.
That's a wrap. We're on to the next spot. Number 3. Where are we going?
Wait, so we only have one spot left?
There was only 5 total.
I am dying.
That was way too dramatic.
All right.
I thought we had a fourth spot.
No, there's 2.
Oh, so was this series? Series, right?
You were a pizza.
No.
That might meet your skill.
Get stage fright every time I turn this on. Get stage fright. Stop.
Let's see. I don't know. This is a hard one. I like this pizza, man. I am a fan of. I'm a fan of Sicilian. This is really hitting the spot. I gotta crank it out. I think it's gonna be like around 8.
There's a side quest pizzeria, but I'll give this a rating of 7.2.
Honestly, a different scale. It's too soggy. The pepperoni is not spicy enough, and there's no hot honey, so I'd have to put it on a 4.7. 4.7. It's below average.
Featuring taxi cab. Out of all the pizzas, this is probably the most tastiest. Really lose points on how moist it is. Yes, too messy for me. I almost wanted to punch myself in the face asking the guy for gloves behind the counter because I didn't want to ruin my hand. I went and got a fork and I'm cutting a pizza slice with a fork. I feel like such a lame. So I give it a 5.1. I'm pretty solid on the 5. One bite. Everyone doesn't know the rules. 5.1. Everybody doesn't know the rules.
We got booted. These guys don't understand pizza. This is definitely not a 5.1. And Jeff, 8. Okay, this is my disclaimer. I love deep dish pizzas. I love pepperoni too. To me, this is like an 8.5, 8.6. Robin just went like, he's giving me that fade. So I'd even put it up to like an 8.7, and that's our third spot. We're going to get some coffee and maybe gelato. And gelato sounds good, yeah. We're on to the next one. See you guys. All right, guys, we're in our last spot. We're in a place that's right across from Penn Station. It's called New York Suprema Pizza. After our whole day, this is what we're ending off with. Definitely a tourist attraction spot, but it got 7,800 reviews and it got 4.6, so we had to try it. We'll see how it is. Another honest review, and this is where we're ending off.
It's surprisingly
good. It's crispy. I would, if someone wants to come for New York City pizza, I would recommend this. This has like a, not a main place, but like a pit stop.
not like without paying the big bucks.
Right.
It was a good pizza. I gave it a crust. Crust was good, bud. I'll give it probably like 7. I'll give it even 7.
7.5 for me because the price made it so much more worth it for me.
7.7.
And for me, I would say 7 on the dot as well. That's what I had. The undercarriage of it was phenomenal. We came for pizza, stayed for each other. The jokes, the side tangents, the laughs in between, rarely checking our phones. No one was rushing home, just the guys having freedom to be 20 again. And for one Sunday, that was enough. But saying bye this time was tough. Maybe it's because I filmed it, or maybe because we did something out of the ordinary, like this tour. But it hit a little harder. We're all in different spaces now, our own cities, our own paths, our own lives. But this felt wholesome. Good friendships are essential. They ground us. And no matter where we go or how much things change, having this constant, these people, keeps me steady. My home away from home. Jeffrey?
You're on this train too? Oh my god, the night goes on.